Look, it's a prince. He wants to make me super rich. Taking this call. Hi, this is Teddy.
Give me that.
Hey.
It's a scam. Report as spam.
I need money.
But you work here. Oh, look, there's another one.
Who is it?
It's the electric company. They said your bill is super high.
Right, well, cryptocurrency mining takes a lot of energy.
Cryptocurrency? That money's not real?
Yeah, well, I got news for you. Money isn't real.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D.R.E.
Welcome back, FUD Nation. Yes, today is a very important day in the day of crypto. No, there's no Bitcoin ETF, and no, Bitcoin is not $20,000 once again, but there are nonetheless very important things to talk about. We're gonna try something a little bit different, where I just kind of talk really fast through a bunch of stories. Instead of babbling on through just a few, we're just gonna bang it out. Come on, let's try it. CZ of Binance announced that he will be delisting 4 coins, that's right, 4 coins from the world's largest exchange. He did so with a very sarcastic tweet saying, bring on the salty comments. He delisted Bytecoin, Economy, Chatcoin, and Triggers. I'm personally not an investor in any of these, so really I don't care that much. The coins will be delisted as of today. However, you will have until November the 12th to withdraw your coins. If you have those coins on that exchange, you can still have them there for a few more days. But if you do have them there, I'd suggest you either trade them or get them off the exchange as soon as possible. There's also the news of a major hack and a major spanking, a spank hack. That's right, SpankChain was hacked for almost $40,000. Now, when you hear $40,000 in the crypto sphere, it kind of sounds like a drop in the bucket. That's true, I guess, in the larger scheme of things, it is kind of like a drop in the bucket. SpankChain has dealt with it. It was mostly their coins that got tampered with. There was about $9,000 in Spank coins that were actually hacked from users, and SpankChain is going to make this right by airdropping $9,000 worth of Ethereum to the affected accounts. So all's well that ends well, all's well that spanks well. Good day and good luck to you adult content viewers. Be careful. You could get spanked. I mean hacked. You know what I mean. We also have word that the mayor of Seoul, South Korea is planning to invest $100 million over the next few years to build Seoul into a blockchain-powered smart city. This isn't just some weird city they're going to build in the middle of nowhere like they're doing in China. They're actually building blockchain and smart technologies into Seoul. We can imagine that this would probably become a popular trend in most of the major metropolises across the world once this is proven out as a successful formula. But for now, we just have to wait for pioneers, specifically like those in South Korea, to push the boundaries and really integrate this technology in all of the most powerful ways. I am so impressed and so excited to see what South Korea has in store for blockchain over the next 5 to 10 years. We also have word that PricewaterhouseCoopers has backed a new stablecoin project. Again, remember what I said about stablecoins being incredible investments and an insanely easy and pretty safe way to make a ton of money in the cryptocurrency market? Well, here we go again. There's yet another stablecoin by, oh, let's see, a major investment bank. Color me surprised. We also have word that the Swiss FINMA issues the country's first crypto asset management license. This means that now there is a license to manage other people's crypto assets. This might not seem like a big deal, but for money managers, this is a big deal. Most of the things that you buy when you're investing in investment vehicles, like for example, stocks, or if you're an institutional investor, you're always managing other people's money. There's usually licenses that enable people to handle money on behalf of others or take assets under management. That's a big deal. And so having these different types of management licenses go into effect and become more popular just shows the legitimacy of the whole industry. Next, we have word that Singapore has launched its own fiat to crypto exchange. It's the first in the country, and it's going under the name Eureka Pro. So that's very good news for Singapore. And finally, Dubai has announced that it's going to have a cryptocurrency payment solution across the city called Mcash, and they're doing so, as I understand, in partnership with PUNDiX. We also have word that Ledger Capital is partnering with the Opera browser. Now, Opera browser has already integrated cryptocurrency wallets into their browser and is allowing for what they call Web 3.0 browsing. It's very interesting stuff, and obviously this partnership with a big capital source would seem to suggest that they have a lot deeper plans to go in the blockchain industry. Very good stuff. And Tron, oh Tron. Do we have an update about Tron? That's right, Tron has just released their all-in-one suite for developers. This includes Tron Web, Tron Box, Tron Studio, and Tron Grid. They're all different tools that you can use to essentially develop on the various aspects of Tron infrastructure. Tron Web, whose main purpose is to connect developers to the blockchain, aims at offering a unified and seamless development experience. Tron Web is similar to Ethereum's Web3, but has different implementation process. It requires both a full node and a Solidity node that runs on HTTP API. Tron Box is a framework environment that allows developers to test and deploy their smart contracts. Tron Studio is a comprehensive IDE with embedded Tron virtual machine. Tron Grid offers a similar use case with Infura on the Ethereum platform. By providing developers access to the Tron network, Tron Grid allows developers to build and release their dApps and smart contracts. Very, very interesting stuff. So shout out to Tron. Obviously, we know that they want to be the dApp platform of the future, and providing very easy to use tools for developers is one of the biggest pieces of that puzzle. So we can only assume that this is part of a larger story here, and that Tron is going to be making serious moves at encapsulating the attention of dApp developers near and far. We also have word that there's a court that has just laid down a ruling saying that 530 Ethereum that were mistakenly sent to someone by an ICO. So here's the story. Somebody invested in an ICO and was supposed to get 530 of these copy track tokens, but instead they sent 530 Ethereum. Imagine investing and just investing enough to get 530 measly, whatever coins, and then getting sent 530 Ethereum. I mean, you did well there. But essentially, this guy has subsequently died, and the court has ruled that no matter what, the Ethereum still belong to CopyTrack because it was sent in error, and that wherever they are, whoever's holding them, they need to be tracked through the ledger and returned back. It's just a weird, thorny ruling where they're sort of ruling in an environment where you need to have the people who own the coins agree to send them back. It's sort of hard. The court doesn't have the authority to really overrule the blockchain, or maybe they do. I don't know. This is an interesting piece of legislation. These are the kinds of stories that we need to be tracking as we understand how blockchain is going to work in the future, and if there is any mechanism to really undo this error, or if the company's just out, what is essentially between $150,000 and $350,000, depending on how much ETH is worth. We also have word that IBM is developing their food tracking system, and they're partnering with a French supermarket chain called Carrefour. Again, this is just another piece in the puzzle of logistics supply blockchains really taking over. Again, we've seen IBM get into the mix. We've seen Walmart get into the mix. We know that some of the biggest blockchains in existence are Walton Chain, VeChain. We see constant news from Ambrosis, TE Food. All of these are part of a very strong piece of next wave infrastructure for tracking the entire logistics supply chain. And I think it's going to happen sooner than almost any other type of blockchain integration. So I'm very excited to see what happens here. Not surprised at all, because IBM has been talking about going into this sector of blockchain for a while. Just like every other sector, like payments, IBM's really killing it right now. But again, a great story showing how logistics supply chain is really top of mind for a lot of these blockchain implementations. We also have positive words from Jack Ma saying that blockchain is going to help power a cashless society and bring more equality and stamp out corruption. Again, shout out to you, Jack Ma. It seems like you're coming around to the Bitcoin blockchain, cryptocurrency world slowly but surely, and that is phenomenal to see someone who was staunchly anti-cryptocurrency and blockchain, or at least publicly speaking, was staunchly anti, and now coming around and making a lot of positive statements. So it shows maybe the tone in China, the political climate in China is maybe changing a little bit. Big shout out to Muse the Millionaire before we sign off here. A longtime follower of FUD TV actually posted a Bitcoin rap song. I'm going to put up a little section of it here. Go support your fellow FUD Nation members.
Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Even if it's only 2 bits I'm racking, still gonna go ahead and make it happen. Goddamn, I'll be going hard. Glad I got a body that can drive a car. Knowing any minute I could die is all that I need to be grateful I'm here at all. Fucking up the beat, leave left in awe. Nikes on my feet, intercept the ball.
Obviously, you guys know I like to make music and do other sort of more creative endeavors around the cryptocurrency world. So I love to see people expressing themselves, and especially a loyal follower of FUD TV, FUD Nation. Love you guys. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I encourage you, please hit that sub button. Hit that little bell notification. It'll make your life better, okay? I'm Elio Trades, you're watching FUD TV, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.